Namaste, all you mystical minds. Welcome back for another reading. Welcome to August. We've got some exciting energy coming out this month. But I just want to get started by saying, that a lot of this month's energy is about, the ascension, moving into 5D. These are a lot of the themes that I was picking up, and I tend to find that just before I do these readings that I get messages for a couple of days before, and then they come in really strongly. This one specifically for this month, there's a lot of kundalini energy rising, and information about ascension to 5D and moving into this new world, essentially, and spiritual awakening. Hi, my name is Chelsea Sonka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and I'm here to share the wisdom of the stars with you, Jyotish, the science of light, and Vedic astrology, also known as the sidereal zodiac, to help you better understand how the movement of the planets is affecting each and every one of us, how it plays out, whether it be, for example, we might say that a planet is fallen or in a debilitated sign. There's always a message in each individual placement and a lesson or learning that can help us grow and evolve and transform. So I'm just really excited this month to be sharing this information, because this month we've got 3 planets sitting in Cancer that you can see here on the chart. This is an Aries Ascendant chart, and just based on the place that I live in the world. Here we go. Let's jump in. So I'll jump into the 12 ascendants and the moon signs so that you can see where this is occurring for you at this time this month. So for Aries ascendants and moon signs, this is happening for you in your 4th house of mother, happiness, property, real estate, the subconscious mind, formal education. It's a moksha house. It's about liberation. And so you can see that energy of using this Ashlesha energy for transcending around that. There's some stuff I really want to share about what's going on in my own personal life at the moment, but big moves, stuff happening around the domestic life, home, is for myself as an Aries ascendant, is happening at this time, and it's fascinating to see that occurring. For Taurus ascendants, this is happening in your 3rd house. This is around brothers, younger siblings, arts, music, dance, drama, courage and adventure, hand-based skills and short journeys. Being mindful of the communication that can happen at this time, endings that might be happening, and also noticing the communication that you're using. Have the courage moving in adventure, and be aware of the communication that you've got between siblings, and also the communication you're using at this time. For Gemini ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 2nd house of money, family life, domestic harmony, food, diet, intellect, speech, writing, jewelry, and clothing. So attained items. Again, being aware of communication between family members, noticing if there's endings happening, what kinds of foods and diet, that you're engaging in, so that you can support and nourish your system, and the speech and writing that you're using at this time, whether you're putting things out into the world or if it's just personally kind of documenting how you're feeling at this time, noticing that as this Ashlesha energy is coming through. For Cancer ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 1st house of bodily appearance, character, early childhood issues, health, vitality, personality, fame, and longevity. So you might find things from the past coming up, noticing your own behavior in general, your health and your personality, longevity, fame, things like that can be coming up around this particular energy. And I feel that it's a really good time to just come into the heart center, especially for Cancer ascendants, because this is your sign, that this is happening in, and it's being ruled by the moon, and the moon is in here. Leo ascendants and this is happening, and moon signs is happening in your 12th house. It's enlightenment, bed pleasures, sleep, expenditures, confusion, sorrow, confinement, loss, seclusion, next life. I really feel that this energy is, there's going to be a transcending that's going to be happening for you at this time, being gentle with yourself as we're moving forward here. And again, with enlightenment, it comes that kundalini energy. So coming into meditation and taking the time each day to make sure that you're activating, your shakti energy through the breath techniques and grounding yourself here. For Virgo ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 11th house of friends, groups, profit, and gain. sisters and older siblings, goals, aspirations. And yeah, so for Virgo ascendants, noticing how you're communicating with your friends, with your sisters or your older siblings, noticing your goals, maybe you're transcending them and shifting and changing, letting things go. And again, like I said in the reading, noticing where we need to let go, where we're too attached and we don't want to unentangle our serpent self around these things so that we can move to the next level. Libra ascendants and moon signs is happening in your 10th house of career and vocation. It's also represented by the first house, status and power, house of action, achievements, and good deeds. So you might have some shifts and changes happening in your work life at this time. Your sense of reputation could be shifting around here, noticing how you're using your language and how it's being received to you, coming in, grounding, and moving through that where you're taking action. For Scorpio ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 9th house of wisdom of the father, gurus, religion, wisdom in general, philosophy, long journeys, the law, teachers, higher education. It's your good fortune house. So here for Scorpio ascendants, we just want to be mindful of the language that we have around our teachers and also how they're speaking to you. I feel that going into meditation is going to be really powerful for you at this time. Sagittarius ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 8th house. It's represented by death, longevity, inheritance, mystical nature, psychic abilities, psychology, knowledge, delays, fears, and misfortune. So there's a lot of energy in what I just shared there in general, but I do feel that for Sagittarius ascendants and moon signs, similar to what I said before with the Leo ascendants and moon signs, there's going to be a sense of loss happening here, being mindful of what you're attached to at this time. Like I said, with inheritance, maybe something's happening around there. Delays, things that you want to be moving on faster, and noticing the fears that you're holding and stopping you from moving to your next level. Capricorn ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 7th house of marriage partner, business partnerships, the quality of your married life, love, passion, and your social nature. So noticing how things are happening out in the world and within your relationship, the communication that you're using in the home, taking the time to meditate and using kindness in your words. If your desire is to dissolve something, do it with love and come into the heart. And transcend that energy of the 3 lower centers so that you can use it for positive action. Aquarius ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 6th house of service, detailed works, medicine, catering. It can be smaller pets, enemies, disease, effort, hard work, and debt. So I really do feel that at this time, using this energy of the Ashlesha, it could be enemies coming at you with really, venomous language, or you coming at them with venomous language, and noticing how you can use that to heal. So it takes courage and, love for the self to stop and say, okay, how can I explain this in a different way through a loving sense, as opposed to just, and service in general, just noticing maybe you're shifting the way, detaching from the service that you are offering and wanting to move into a different area. Pisces ascendants and moon signs, this is happening in your 5th house of children, romance, creative intelligence, wisdom, and it's your Purva Punya house. It's the past life credit house. So here there can be things like love affairs also. So we're just noticing about how we're communicating with our children. I recently did a course on, education for creative discipline, and seeing that when we model how we want something to be done, as opposed to just saying no all the time, how that can be much more effective. So noticing how you're using language with your children and how they're speaking to you, and modeling how you want to feel. Also your wisdom and how you're expressing that in the world, and your romance, because this is the creation house. So if you're creating at this time, there's a lot of kundalini energy there. So just being mindful that if you're calling in another soul to join your family, this can be a really beautiful placement for Pisces ascendants when we ground into that. So that's my energy reading for this month. I thank you for coming and sharing this with me. For the subscribers that I already have, please share my video with others that you feel that will be aligned with this energy of mysticism and the science of light, Jyotish, Vedic astrology, and looking to understand more about their purpose here at this time, because it's so incredibly important, like I said, with the ascension, you know, moving into 5D, we are coming together to support one another. And it doesn't matter, I'll just use an example, how many Vedic astrologers there are on the planet. Every single one of us, no matter what avenue you're in, whether it be, holistic healing, medicine, Ayurveda, Reiki, massage, whatever it is that you do, we're all alchemists, and we're here to help ascend and move towards the age of light again. And I'm using the science of light at this time to help connect souls. And I love meeting you and reading your comments in the comments section and connecting on social media. So you're welcome to check out my Facebook page, Chelsea Sonka 8 Limbs Living. I also post these videos and other videos on my Instagram page, Chelsea Sonka Vedic Astrologer. And I look forward to sharing the next video of the full moon later this month in Dhanishta in conjunction with Jupiter. It's going to be very exciting energy in the Star of Symphony. All right, I'll leave it there. Namaste.